totally comfortable. It's the whole experience of snow. And it's quiet. Quiet. Snow is quiet.
The first snow of the year is always wonderful. Just to feel the cold, crisp air and the snow under my feet.
As much as I hate snow, it is still the order of how our world functions.
But I do recognize that there's value in cold. I do remember playing, like being little and making snowmen with my sister and my brother, or making snow angels.
Belly flopping.
Belly flopping? What's that? You jump on your stomach, you land on your stomach.
It's when you have a certain type of sled that you would run with and belly flop, because you're in the city in Trenton, and you're either grabbing the bumper of the car as you're going, or you're belly flopping in the back alley.
So I remember having boots that weren't very warm and putting bags on my feet in order to, like plastic bags on my feet underneath my boots. Maybe I was just poor and I just didn't really know it.
My mother has a picture of me, and probably before I turned 1. And I'm like on The Simpsons, where like the little baby is like Maggie is like in a little star, kind of like little snowsuit. That's what I look like.
Oh, like puffy and bump.
Yeah, all puffy and like little bump, things like that.
When I got into high school, I did go on some ski trips with the ski club.
How would you feel if one day it did not snow? One season it did not snow?
Weird. Like, as much as I hate snow, it is still the order of how our world functions to have snow.
That's life, but it would make me sad if we didn't get a little bit of a snowstorm.
I would be sad. As much as I hate cold weather, I do like in the fact that it allows me to wear sweaters. I love wool. I love cashmere. I know that sounds awful. I love crocheting with nice wools, and so like baby alpaca wool is like one of my favorites.
That would be disappointing. Caution, like then all of a sudden somebody does get concerned about something when that extreme happens.
So it would be, I would be sad if I couldn't like snuggle up. It's nice to have some, to have that change. I like to have that change. I guess you say it's a love-hate relationship.
Like, snow gives us a moment to just reflect about our world in a different way.
It's very likely that this happens sometime soon. It all becomes more obvious when we look at snowfall data. As we scroll down, we get less and less red squares that represent high accumulations of snow, and more blue.
Do you know anything about global warming?
Do I know anything about global warming?
If you do, what do you know about it?
The science of climate change is simple, and it has nothing to do with the ozone layer. It all occurs as a result of the human disruption of the carbon cycle. This cycle is perfectly set up so that there is a constant balance between the levels of carbon dioxide and oxygen. By burning fossil fuels, humans are adding extra carbon dioxide, and therefore unbalancing the system. But why is carbon dioxide warming Earth? Carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas. This means it traps the sun's radiation and spreads it in the form of heat. The process, called the greenhouse effect, is essential to keep us warm, but too much of it is having negative consequences. Studies like this from Rutgers University show that temperatures have increased with time. This table shows the average temperature recorded from 1865 to today. To keep it simple, blue means cold and red means hot. Let's see what happens when we scroll down. Don't you notice a decrease in blue squares and an increase in red? And climate change is also a social injustice. those who have more resources that are contributing the most to climate change are suffering the least. And those who haven't contributed at all or very little to climate change are suffering the worst impacts. And this is happening now. We have heard about the Pakistan floods this summer, about the droughts in Guatemala.
New report issued by The Social Innovation is leading the journey to become a climate change innovator, Hitachi's strategy for green transformation. In April of 2022, Hitachi announced its midterm management plan in which green, digital, and innovation were highlighted as the 3 pillars of the company's cross-group growth strategies by looking into trends and global emissions rate of CO2. Lana Della Giovanna is leading her and her company to address and solve environmental challenges, to solve the issues faced by our consumers and society, and to enable our consumers to contribute to the reduction of their CO2 emission by 100 million tons per year by 2024.
Here's a good news, we can all be Hitachis. We can counteract the effects of climate change by changing the way we think, thinking out the planet in our actions. For example, we can walk instead of taking the car. We can buy the products that have less plastic in them. We can try to consume as less as possible, which will also save us money. The power is in your hands.
Are you ready to add your snowflake?
Yes.
Yes.
Raising my snowflake.
Yes.